amount of $40,521.16. I seek a motion and second to approve. Second. Any discussion or amendment? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That carries unanimously. Thank you. Bill number 25. Without sponsored by, actually, the board as a whole. The city clerk read the bill for the first time.
Bill number 2512 is an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to execute a supplemental agreement with HR Green Inc. for additional engineering design services associated with phases 2A and 2B of the Topping Road resurfacing and pedestrian improvements project.
Thank you. This bill number 2512 is continued to the meeting of Monday, April 14, 2025, for the second reading and consideration. Next is a purchase order. A purchase order approval to C&C Group for IT network upgrades in the amount of $88,000. Seek a motion and second to approve. Second. Any discussion or amendment? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next is resolution number R04-2025, a resolution supporting public safety initiatives and enhancements in the city of Town and Country. Seek a motion and second to approve. So moved.
Second.
I think the reason this is necessary, it helps us with grant approval. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then no one's opposed to that. Next, bill number 25-13, we have sponsored the board as a whole without objection. Will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2513 is an ordinance amending the 2024 budget by transferring appropriations amongst expenditure accounts in the general fund, road fund, capital improvement fund, and parks and stormwater fund, and appropriating funds to increase public art fund expenditure accounts.
Thank you. Alderman Allen, so it's your item, Mission. Go ahead.
Thank you. I move to suspend the agenda rules in order to read the bill for the second time and take it up for consideration in the interest of timely approval of budget transfers and appropriations related to the ongoing annual financial audit.
Thank you. All in favor of suspending the agenda rules, say aye.
Mayor, I'm so sorry. I need a second on that first.
Second.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll go for all in favor again?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? I consent to the suspension. The second reading, without objection, to the city clerk read the bill for the second time.
Bill number 2513 is an ordinance amending the 2024 budget by transferring appropriations amongst expenditure accounts in the general fund, road fund, capital improvement fund, and parks and stormwater fund, and appropriating funds to increase public art fund expenditure accounts.
Thank you. Seek a motion and a second to approve.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion, amendment, Alderman Allen?
Thank you, Mayor. I talked to Ms. Shelton today and Ms. Jadali for some clarification on some of the details. Basically, these changes, balances need to be, need to happen to move forward for the audit. But if you take away from one place, if you move something, you always have to take away and move it. So where there are areas that that there were increased costs of an area of the budget, another area had less spending, and that happened within, this took no reserves. It did not go in our reserves at all. And a lot of it was just increased costs of utilities and all kinds of stuff. So is there anything I left out?
Nope, well said.
Any other discussion? I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Harder.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Kinsella.
Aye.
Alderman Weezan.
Aye.
Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
And Alderman Steinhebel. The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4685.
Thank you. Next is approval of a liquor license for John Manuel's Restaurant for the license period ending June 30, 2025. I seek a motion and second to approve.
Second.
Any discussion or amendment? Alderman Weezan.
Thank you, Mayor. I had a couple conversations with Michelle today about this approval. One, I was curious, have they been serving liquor since July? And have they been serving alcohol since this time? Or, and this is, I know that we've had some situations in the past with them where they've been mildly late, but this is a long time.
So we're not aware, we have not been notified or had any complaints filed with the city. We did confirm today through Mr. Dolly that they do have their state license and it has been current. So we're not aware of any violations. We've not been notified.
Do we have anything in place to, that if there's an existing restaurant or business, or any business, I guess, that doesn't have, that has a license that hasn't renewed within a certain period, that we would be inspecting them differently or ensuring that they're not selling alcohol until they get the license?
So actually, for those of you who haven't met Kyle Cronin, he's with our legal firm, and Kyle and I talked today, and we would like to bring back at your next meeting some recommendations to strengthen, to create both a late fee, which the state has a late fee, which helped encourage the proponent, the applicant, to get their permit into the state. We do not have a late fee. We're going to recommend a late fee, and then also maybe some more stringent enforcement.
Okay. I mean, that was going to be my next
Yeah.
question. I mean, because if there's nothing that we're doing, I don't know why I don't know what's stopping them from ever submitting a license, or any other business.
Yeah, we will have some recommendations going forward for your renewals. We wouldn't hold this up. They've met everything they need to meet for your approval tonight. But
Okay. How long have they had the state licensing for?
since July, correct, Joanne?
Yes.
Yeah, so since,
Same application and same form that we have, or?
I would imagine we have different
Right.
requirements.
Okay. All right.
Alderman Allen.
Thank you, Mayor. I thank you, Alderman Weezan. I appreciate your comments. I did talk to Mr. Shelton also today. And it even seems like, okay, we have 3 months left for this current approval of license, of liquor license. So I even thought, okay, if they're gonna get it for that 3 months, maybe there'd be a way to tack on the next, well, to make it for 15 as part of that. And so, yes, I appreciate some work needs to be done on this, but, well, I can't, never mind, I can't say what I told Mr. Shelton. He told me not to repeat it, so, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Okay.
Okay. I don't think we need a roll call vote, though. I think it's pretty obvious. Okay. Next, bill number 25-14, perhaps sponsored by Alderman Murphy. Without objection, the city clerk read the bill for the first time.
Bill number 2514 is an ordinance endorsing the Clayton Road Tunnel mural project and amending the 2025 budget by increasing a Parks and Stormwater Fund expenditure account and appropriating funds to cover the increase.
Thank you. Alderman Murphy.
Thank you, Chairman. I move to suspend the agenda rules in order to read the bill for the second time and take it up for consideration in the interest of schedule for the Principia folks, their school calendar, as well as to support the city's 75th anniversary celebrations.
Thank you. All in favor, I guess I need a
I
second.
need a second.
All in favor of suspending the agenda rules, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I consent to the suspension. On to the second reading without objection. Will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2514 is an ordinance endorsing the Clayton Road Tunnel mural project and amending the 2025 budget by increasing a Parks and Stormwater Fund expenditure account and appropriating funds to cover the increase.
Thank you. I seek a motion and second.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion or amendment? Alderman Harder.
Well, first of all, I thought it was brilliant to reach out to the students at Principia and ask them to design and produce the mural. I thought that was a great way to get them involved and help us celebrate our diamond anniversary. My only concern is the location. A mural, very few people are going to see it in the tunnel. I would say a majority of the people in town and country don't even know a tunnel exists. Now, when you go to the concerts and the Winterfest, yes, you do see it, and it gets used a lot. But for the most part, you're going to all this effort. I think it would be better displayed somewhere else, maybe on the side of Longview Farmhouse, the white thing in the back. So a greater portion of the population would be able to appreciate it. So that's my main concern.
Alderman Stein, you vote.
As I was walking through our tan tunnel this morning with my 3 dogs, I ran into 4 other residents. And all I thought of was those beautiful pictures that Ann supplied us and how excited I was that these students are going to be doing that in our fine city. So those of us that walk that path quite often love this idea. I think it'll be a great addition to the city as a public art spot. So thank you.
Alderman Murphy.
I too would like to recognize the creativity of the Principia team. You did a really tremendous job. We appreciate the thought. I know that in the design, one of the objectives that was set was to kind of capture the spirit of the community and some key areas of the community. And I'm going through the images right now, and I'm seeing everything from the municipal center to Longview to all the parts of the community that we're so proud of. So thank you for reflecting that and bringing that to life in an area that's going to be getting even more visibility and attraction over the next year or two. Thank you.
I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
Alderman Steinhubel.
Aye.
Alderman Weezan.
Aye.
Alderman Harder.
Nay.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Kinsella.
Aye.
And Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
The bill passes 7-1 and becomes ordinance number 4686.
Thank you. Next is bill number 25-15, introduced by Alderman Murphy. Also, without objection, would the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2515 is an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to execute a professional services agreement with SWT Design for services associated with the development of the Preservation Park pickleball and bike playground project, construction documents, and construction administration.
Thank you. Bill number 2515 is continued to the meeting on Monday, April 14, 2025, for second reading and consideration. Next, resolution number R05-2025, a resolution directing the city administrator to enter into a construction agreement with Music Construction for the military and first responders tribute. Seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or amendment? Alderman Allen.
Thank you, Mayor. This resolution basically gives the background, the current status, and what we do to move forward to get this project done.
Yeoman work went into it too. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, moving on to the warrant list. First, I just want to recognize that earlier in the meeting, we approved the March 10th, 2025 fax meeting approval for the list. And now for 3/24/25, we have a warrant list of $96,081.57. Seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
And under discussion, Alderman Hughes.
Thank you, Mayor. On page 1, the Ag Spot Pest Waste Solutions I will speak with the anonymous donor and see what we can come up with as far as funding toward the $529.50.
If you would please convey our thanks to the anonymous donor.
To the anonymous donor, I think they're back in the country.
That's great. Great, thank you. Alderman Allen.
Thank you, Mayor. The acoustic panels installation, 6607. I don't think it's been often that I have cheered about spending, but those panels are there. I believe they were there for the art and wine. They're a great addition. They needed to happen, and finally they did. So,
All in favor of approving the warrant list, say aye. Aye. I do not have any other business, but we'll open it to the aldermen if they have any issues they wish to bring up. Alderman Hughes.
Thank you, Mayor. Would it be all right if I made a couple comments?
Certainly.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Chief Loki for responding to my request for a ride-along last Friday night. Fascinating, to say the least. And I also want to thank Captain Exline for providing you with valuable insight into the role of a police officer. Very professional, very dedicated, committed to serving the residents of town and country. Couldn't provide any more positive comments. Thank you. Secondly, I also want to thank West County EMS and Fire, and the two officers that came to our house for their quick professional response to address my husband's mishap in the driveway and get him up to Mobile. So I just wanted to acknowledge them, very professional as always, so thank you.
Well, thank you for those comments. And both our police and fire and EMS are top shelf. That's all you can say. We just are. Alderman Stein, you want?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm just gonna jump on Barb's bandwagon and thank the chief as well. Our street had 3 car break-ins 3 weekends ago, I believe, and his department is just, so impressive in the way they not only deal with us as residents, but the family that was affected, and I'm so sorry, Chief, I forgot the officer who was at my house, but I took him through our flock cameras because they weren't working. Yes, they should have, unfortunately. But he could not have been more patient and understanding, and just did a great job overall, as usual. It just makes you so proud as a resident. That's our police department. The second thing is for Ann, and as I'm looking at these beautiful pictures, and since we have a high school doing this, I wonder if there's any room in the mural to give a nod to the actual high school or high schools, if they so deem it, that are reside in our fair city. So, if there's something that looks like Principia, and maybe something that looks like Westminster, since we have high schoolers doing it, they want to give a nod to themselves and their brethren that reside in their city. I think that would be a neat addition.
I would have no issue with that.
Yeah.
I would have no issue with that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. At this point, I seek a motion and second to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Good meeting. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.